And I'm out here just chopping some wood. I was waiting for the nighttime to pass, and I was just chopping wood while I was doing that. I'm going to finish up with this tree here, head back to the base, drop off the wood, and then we'll grab our key cards and head to the airfield. And in the background you may hear a little bit of a breeze. I've got my windows open because it gets a little bit too warm in here at times when I have my both of my rigs running, as I do right now. And let's see. Yep, we are where I thought it was. I kind of wander around a little bit during the night when I am just aimlessly harvesting. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to where I'm harvesting at. And that's just because I don't want to over harvest in one particular area. You'll notice I'm not really chopping trees right around my base, and that's because I'm still not 100% sure about what the respawn is for those kind of things. And I kind of like the area around my base, and I don't really want to deplete the forest there. So we're going out a little bit free range. And, there we go, got it. A little bit free range wood chopping. Free range forestry. There we go, that's better. So I am going to do a little rearranging. Not now, obviously, but after. I think I'm going to flip that bench sideways, put in a couple of more, see if I can fit that repair bench in there sideways, and fit a couple more forges in there, and another box or something up top. Box or two if I can. Just to have a little bit of storage space there, and maybe keep some things closer at hand. I still haven't finished off this area, mainly because I've got another panel to place there. I could put in my last bit here, but then I would lose that forge as well, and I'm not quite ready to do that yet. So we'll go ahead and swap these out. I don't really have a place for those yet, but I will find one. That's where a bunch of... I wondered where... I thought I had more low grade than that, and I do. It's just in a lamp. So we're going to go ahead and swap out our pick and our hatchet. We don't really need those. We're going to drop off our wood. And we are pretty decently loaded. We can probably do a fair bit. There's my empty box. Alright. And let's go ahead and grab this stack of food. We probably aren't going to need much, but we'll keep it on hand just in case. And we'll drop that back in there. I probably should eat some of these pumpkins at some point. We shouldn't really need to. Where did I put my water? There it is. Put it in my rateables. I shouldn't really need the water, but you never know. So we've got our little bit of food. We've got our scrap that's just going to be there. We've got our weapon and our stuff, our ammo for it. We've got our key cards, our 2 fuses that we'll need, and I'm still bad at jumping. Not that that should surprise anyone. I think I may have mentioned it before. I relocated my barbecue to here. I've melted a tin can in it because I can melt tin cans in the barbecue. I'll use that for food prep and resource gathering. I don't remember if you can change them into metal frags in a furnace. I would suspect that one can, but we're going to travel a bit down through here. We are going to be going through the desert, the open desert there. We want to run across some wildlife, hopefully. Not so much for bone fragments or leather, although leather would be nice. And we're going in the wrong direction. There we go, that's better. For the meat, it is nice to have a little bit extra. The plants and everything are great, but I do like having some meat because it does restore a bit more. I also probably should do med hypos at some point. I don't remember whether those are craftable or not, but we'll find out along the way. And I also don't have any med bandages, which I should have, but I don't. Hey, look, metal. We're going to ignore that for now. It is good to know that there is a node right there that I can gather. I have a fair bit of metal that is not refined yet, or I guess I should say processed. It's not really refining it if you're just changing it into metal frags, is it? And of course it's too hot going through this section. We're just going to keep our eye out for crates. There can be some really good things in there. I am going to break barrels. Hey, look, sheet metal. Already, we're getting some stuff. We are going to break things, but we are not going to keep all the components. I don't think I'm really going to keep any low-grade stuff for now. I'm not going to seek it out actively anyway. Don't really need a boonie hat. We could swap it for now. There we go. That's nice. Did that actually... No, I didn't. I thought for a moment that it was upping my heat protection, but I was mistaken. So it is straight up across this train yard area here. There's a balloon. We'll detour slightly, but we're going to try to stick to our path mostly. We don't need propane tanks, so we will probably be scrapping any one of those we get. And some people will be upset at that, but I've already got a couple of stacks of those. I don't really need any more at this point. I'm not really planning on food. We've got more that we can eat. And more that we can refine. Hey, more metal too. That's good to know. I've got a little bit of metal there, and it looks like there's some up on the hill. We've got yet another fuse. Yeah, there's some stone. There's some metal over there. Ooh, there's a couple of metal nodes around here. This is good to know, so I'll be able to swing back through here later and pick that up. We've got a few items already, most of which we're just going to scrap. And I may stop at the scrapper through here. We've got a solar panel, which is super useful, or will be. I'm going to eventually be putting some electric lights up in there. I need to craft more batteries before I can really do that, though. So I don't think I've crafted any, and I think they take battery. So I've got a small rechargeable battery, 10 high qual. That's not too bad, and it's a level 1 workbench. 50 high qual for the large rechargeable battery. Depending on power with a maximum 80% efficiency. Okay, so I could. That's workbench level 2. So I could make a large rechargeable battery. I think I will probably make one just to see how big it is. And doing that, oh, what's interesting is there's a Rust update dropping in right now. We're going to ignore that since we're already running. But I should be able to make something like that. Tuning can lamp will get scrapped. Don't really need those, as I will be going direct to electric lights. Now, if I weren't, and you did notice maybe the my brain just shut down. That's been happening a lot lately. I'm trying to do too many things. Tudican, something. I already have it researched. I have got that one that has all the low grade in it sitting in that inventory. Ooh, I'm gonna take some military crate, and we got some high qual. Let's eat some food. Yeah, that's good. We'll go ahead and peek in here, see what we've got. Just on the way through. Oh, another shotgun trap. That's always nice. Free shotgun trap's good. We'll be adding a bit more defense to our base Spring will keep the beans. We're going to put up here. We are going to be scrapping that stuff. Let's see. We are... That's where the recycler is. So given how much we have already, we are just going to swing through there. And we'll recycle some of this stuff. It'll be frags and the like. We'll probably get some low grade out of that. I don't know whether I will keep it or not. Also, I think I have food arriving sometime in the next half hour. I intend to keep going, but you may hear a dog barking in the background when it do. So you may hear. You will hear a dog barking in the background. He'll be loud. Here's a salvaged ice pick. That's really good for ore gathering. I don't know whether it's better to use that than the other. It seems to be... Yeah, 40 damage. It's not a horrible melee weapon, and I think it swings fairly quickly. Does it? Ooh, that's kind of slow, as opposed to the sword. Sword seems to be slightly faster. I'm not sure if that's the animation or my imagination. Either one will do. Hey, we got stop signs. And we got an ore switch, which we already have. We're going to start throwing some stuff in here. Okay. And just as we get these things, we're going to do that. We got a rifle body, which is good. This pick, I don't know that we're really going to use the salvaged ice pick. So we're going to go ahead and recycle it. There's people that be yelling at me saying, oh, it's inefficient resources. But I got 3 metal blades. I can make a couple swords out of that for a lot less. We are going to do the stop signs, as that gives us a little bit of scrap. Yeah, there we go. The wood can go away. And we got some more scrap. Now, I could... Let's see. Let's see. So the metal pipes, they're ingredients for a lot of things. Okay, so we're going to keep those. Those are good. They only recycle into 5 scrap and some high qual. I want to say the springs we're going to keep, the blades we're going to keep. The tarps we have a bunch of. And those recycle into... well, they recycle into some cloth, but they don't really give us much in terms of... there's not a whole lot that's useful that can be made with them. I mean, not that there isn't. There are plenty of them, like the planter boxes and that, but not a whole lot to be done there. Let's see. Recycling this gives us some high qual. We're going to go ahead and do that. It's going to upset some people. That's okay. And shotgun trap. Huh. Shotgun trap is. Recycles into some gears, a bunch of metal frags, and a foot of rope and whatnot. It's 1 gear as opposed to 3. We're interested in space efficiency and carrying some extra stuff along with us, so we are going to go ahead and recycle that. The rifle body we are not. We do want to keep the gear. We're going to keep these beans up here because we're going to eat those here soonish. You know, let's go ahead and eat these now. I'll recycle that just for some space efficiency. We're going to recycle our extra fuse because we have a bunch. That's 20 scrap. That's right. I might recycle some of these. We've got 3 foot of rope. We're going to probably get more along the way. Let's go ahead and put these here. And the low grade up. Oh, good grief. Alright, so we got a little bit more space now. And the rope we are going to keep. There's a few things that we made from that. The sheet metal is an ingredient for a number of things. The rope is used to make. Actually, we can get rid of the rope. We can use it in satchel charges, but we've got plenty. So yeah, we're gonna recycle the rope. We're gonna do that. Okay, and then yeah, give us 45. All right, that's a little better. These components we all want. There'll be some space freed up there. And let's also do this ore switch. I think we already have one of those. If not, glad to see you go. 3 high qual. Alright. Now that we've partially filled up our inventory, we're going to continue on down the road to the airfield. And actually I wanted to go over country, didn't I? The reason being, we may very well run into some animals, which we can summarily execute with extreme prejudice, because we need food. Could use a sword, but I will probably use the shotgun to kill them, and use a sword to harvest them. I should be using a knife, yes, but not doing that. Oh, salvage shells. There are more to recycle. What is that? Ooh, a semi-auto body. We'll hang on to that. Alright. And continue on our way. We're trying to avoid the road because otherwise I will fill up. I think it's so tempting. Nope. Nope, okay. I have to. I can't not. There's a bunch here. And you know, honestly, I'm probably not gonna get anything great out of these. We're going to ignore the oil, which is going to upset some people. We already have some low grade, that's fine. We got scrap and something. We got rope, which we will recycle. And you know, honestly, I'm a sucker for these barrels. It's a freaking Skinner box, man. Leather gloves will be recycled. Oh, I can't. Right. Okay. Hey, look, an and switch. We don't have one of those, but we're going to recycle it because we really shouldn't. But we're not here for the and switches and that. We're here for what could be in those boxes. Now, obviously, we're not going to prematurely recycle an and switch because we don't have one yet. But there are some things that we will recycle right off. And that's going to be things like this beanie hat, this tuna can lamp that I've just got. Another semi-auto body, goodness. So all these things in the top here are going to get recycled. I really need to go overland. I need to stop looting these things. But there could be cool stuff in the... Another electric fuse, that's more scrap. Alright, we'll take the anti-rad medication and let's get across the desert because... I can't look. If I look and I see a bunch of scrap piles, I am gonna go for them, and I don't need that in my life right now. I need to get back more into the desert just because there's more likely to be animals near that watering hole. One piece of information, I can't say words, yet again demonstrating my inability to articulate my thoughts. I was mistaken about the effectiveness of the metal, of the salvaged ice pick and salvaged axe. They are slightly better, apparently, but not drastically so, and certainly not in a... What is going on here? Oh, okay, it's still attached up there. I was about to be a little bit upset. We're gonna recycle that. Recycle some of this stuff. It's another... Oh, hey, another garage door. Nice. All right, so let's get rid of these. We don't... That's another garage door. Which... Are we going to keep it? Are we going to scrap it? I don't know. We'll probably stop at the scrapping station in the airfield before we do anything else. Mostly because... Yeah, we're going to just ignore that stuff. Mostly because I would like very much to have room when I actually go into the loot areas. So we're gonna beeline it for the recycling area, and then and only then will we go into the process of the puzzle. Ooh, hey, chain link fence. We want that. We're going to get rid of... What do I have a bunch of back at base? We're going to get rid of that. We're going to keep this because we need to learn it. So that's going to go down here. We'll sort this out over here. Rad meds will go there. We'll keep those. We're going to get rid of... what does a propane tank give us? I forget. I will learn these eventually and not have to think about it as much. It gives us 50 metal frags and a scrap. Salvaged shelves gives us 25. So we're going to toss that and grab these. We definitely want that recycler sooner rather than later. And yes, it would be easier and better if I had a co-op partner. So eventually I think I may be able to talk some people into joining me, but for now it's just going to be me. And obviously then I won't be able to... I won't be able to carry everything. And as always, it's too hot because I'm wearing a lot of stuff. If I took off some of my clothes, I probably wouldn't, you know, have this issue. But then the neighbors might complain, and anyone who looks in my upper story window would see things they probably don't want to. And let's be honest, if they're looking in my upstairs window, they're going to some significant effort because there's really no practical way to do it outside of really trying way too hard, which is what I'm doing right now. Alright, now I'm going the wrong way. Here's the airfield, and there is a boar. There's two boars. I knew it. Alright, let's get rid of this. It doesn't stack. That's going to be 3 high qual, which is nice. But I want other stuff. And we're going to kill these guys first. And then... Oh, hello. That's dumb, but I'll do it. Alright, so... See the one boar. Where's the other one? Oh, he's up ahead. He's probably going to run off. We're going to get a bunch of leather from this. A bunch of cloth, really? Alright, so... the raw pork is what I want. 7 raw pork, that's great. Let's get rid of these, we're going to be fine. take this animal fat. I might just recycle this garage door. I don't need any additional ones right now. Hey! You thought you could roll up on me. Tuna can lamp. You know what? I'm going to unload that and chuck it. I can hope that some of these things stick around later. Hey, I got a wolf skull. I can make a nifty helmet. So that is useful. Crush. Oh, bone fragments. It's an ingredient for the dragon mask and the wolf headdress. Oh, okay, it's just a... okay, yeah. Airfield down. 30, 60, 10, 4, 60. That's a decent. Great explosive protection. Oh, really? So the wolf headdress is pretty decent, I guess. I could make it right now, I think. Clothing, wolf headdress. Yes, I can. We're going to go ahead and do that. Because why not? Alright, so then we're going to take the wolf meat. And I would like to take some of these other things, but I don't think I can really justify it at this point. Let's go ahead and put this down next to here. Let's go ahead and put this over here. We want the metal sheets, so we're going to put that there. We really want all that stuff, so... What? Why did... Oh, because I picked up the wolf meat. Right. So let's go ahead and also craft these. And we'll toss the remaining one. There we go. Let's go ahead and equip that. Make sure we keep the miner's hat. And we're going to continue on. Now, I do want to... Alright, so the airfield is in the main building here. And so is the... I'm definitely going to come back for those bone frags and stuff. Because while I don't really need them... you know, I don't really need them. But while I don't really need them, it could be useful. Let's reload this just in case there's something roaming around. There's going to be things in here. Alright, so we're definitely going to go for those special rooms first. Oh, this is great. Oh, hello. We could research. What do we have that we want to research? Take 75. Let's go ahead and do that. No real reason to other than, you know, we've got some stuff on us. Let's also go ahead and check out gears. Can we research a gear while we're doing this? That's 250. We don't have enough for that. $75. I think I may have just wasted 75 scrap. I think I already know that one. Nope, didn't know it. And then let's go ahead and research the... No, that's 250. Okay. What about this? It's 20. Hey, that frees up a slot, doesn't it? And we'll check out tarps next, just in case. Chain link fence will be fun. Tarp. Oh. And I can't create it out of scrap. So tarp is a limited resource, a specifically limited resource, and we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Things. Okay, that's fine. Then we'll recycle those. So I believe the... oh. Hey. More resources. So... oh, refinery. And the recycler. There we go. And let's see. Sheet metal is used to make a great number of things. Like the heavy plate stuff. It doesn't take much. Wind turbine. You know what? Let's go ahead and... it gives us some metal frags, so let's go ahead and recycle it. It gives us more slots. We have quite a few of these back at base. And we're not going to be crafting wind turbines anytime soon. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We have some semi-automatic bodies. Let's see, semi... Alright, so we can make semi-automatic pistol and semi-automatic rifle. We have several there. I think we got to actually find them. And those are listed in, those are located in locked crates, military crates. So we could find one. We could find one in this military crate. That's those green ones. So we could find those. We have a few left. I really don't want to get rid of those. They do give us 15 scrap and a bunch of metal frags each. The rifle body, which would be great to get, gives us 25 scrap, but we can make a whole bunch of things from it. So we are definitely a whole bunch of really good things. So we're definitely not going to get rid of those. I do kind of want to get rid of my semi-automatic bodies, so... you know, we have some, and we're going to be going straight to... sorry about that. We're going to be going straight to the higher end stuff when we can, so I am going to go ahead and scrap that. There's going to be some very upset people. It's a little bit of stuff and a little bit of scrap, and that's fine. Let's go ahead and... what do we have in here? We only have 100 wood in there. If we find any stuff, we can probably make use of it. There's a military crate and the first fuse box. We got some high qual and that. So here's our first fuse box. We go like, well, first we're going to put on this hat because we're going to need it. And we are going to put a fuse in there. We're going to activate it. And it's a timer, so we got to be quick now. Oh, get out of my way. And we want to go over between hangars 2 and 3, where there is a place for us to crawl down in, or climb down in. And that's going to lead us to our area that we're trying to get to. I don't know what the timer is on it, but I'm not willing to just wait around. You'll also notice we're not taking radiation damage, despite some things saying we have to... despite some things saying we have to have a rad suit. I am actually wearing enough clothing that I don't need to, so we'll just switch this on. And now we're good to go. I don't think there's any scientists and whatnot in here. And we got our swipey swipe. And there's some things back in here. Alright, let's let's get our blue door before we do that, because we're going to run out of time on the timer. So here's our second fuse box, and we just go ahead and drop that in there. And now we get our blue card ready, and swipe. And in here is a bunch of things. We'll get a red card from this, which is good. We have a mask. We don't want another. We've got a bunch of. And we got some components there. We've got a SMG body, which is alright. Got a hoodie that we're going to go ahead and recycle. We've got a blocker, which we're going to recycle. So we've already got that. We've got our red card here. We've got a little view out there to the back area. A computer that's unusable. We've got a wetsuit, which we do not have, but we do want. Got a metal sheet that we're going to recycle, and we've got a root combiner. Ah, okay, yes. We are going to go ahead and keep that, I think. That's it, really. There's lockers there that you can't look in, which is a slight disappointment. You'll notice this door is now closed. That one's still fine. It will auto close after a little bit. Back here, there may be some more things to get. That's probably another access point to this area. Propane tank to scrap. I'm going to leave this open so I know I've been in here. And here we go. Oh, this looks interesting. Oh, metal. I'm intrigued. So in section C, I don't know where this comes out, but in section C there does appear to be a bunch of metal and sulfur. Alright. And a couple of crates. We can recycle that as well. And that can go away. This brings us into here, and we're gonna roam around down here. Oh, I didn't mean to get on that. We're just roaming around here. Ooh, shelter. I wonder if that's another one of those exits. Let's see. And apparently those are just decorative. That's disappointing. So it looks like we'll get one more use each out of the blue and green card, in which case we'll have to get more. This is going to bring us up right at this end, and we can go explore the other buildings. We did the main one. We're going to explore the other buildings now. Each one of these towers should have something in it. So we'll keep our eye out there. We'll keep our eye out for that other boar as well. It's a blueprint. Oh, right. You know what? We're going to, after this food here, we're going to go ahead and go recycle some items. The primary reason for that being that I would like to actually have room to put loot, or to keep loot, that I am. Hey, look, sewing kits, which we have a metric ton of back at the base. So if you end up playing on this server, you can certainly hit me up for some much needed thread. I am getting sidetracked already. I just want to explore and loot. And that's there. This is our recycler in here. No, it is not. Alright, well, we'll find that that's our drafting bench. Recycler was in the garage, of course. Alright. And there's the pizza. Let's see, what's the SMG body? My dog thinks he's ferocious, but he's not really. Oh, we're over 1,000 metal frags on this trip. That's pretty neat. I don't think I have any SMG bodies sitting back at base, so we are going to... Oh, and I recycled something I didn't mean to. Well, that's what happens when you get distracted. Let's go ahead and grab our low grade just because we can. Might as well grab this crude and throw it in the refinery. We'll leave this to run and go on from there. Alright, so we're going to go upstairs, take a look up here, and we'll just start checking out those towers. I don't really know where most of the stuff is, so this will be an adventure. Hey, military crate. Gun, 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 gun. No, nothing. Dang. Alright, well, got some electronic scrap. Electronic scrap can be, which we also have a bunch of, can be recycled as well. There's that again. We could open it if we so choose. We are not going to choose to do so. And by we, I mean me. I am going to keep that SMG body. I don't think I have a bunch back there. Yeah. 80 scrap. That's decent. I have a whole bunch of things back at the... Huh. Oh, that's right. I do have Discord up. One moment. I need to... Oh, you know, I can't. Let's see. Nope, I can't pull it up with this. Well, I mean, I could, but I'd have to alt-tab and feel like it. Right now, I have it set up to where I can pretty much go to other, my other screens. There's nothing. Ooh, but there is a crate on the next floor. Apparently it's sinking through it. And here we go. Hey. What's this? It is a timer switch. Timer switch could be useful. We don't have one yet. Timer switch could be useful for setting up something whereby, say, a raider blows open the door, walks in, and it then... Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of a good thing. One moment. If, say, the raider blows in the door and then we have something go off or have a defensive element set off a little bit ahead. Now, you might think I want to set it off immediately, but not doing that actually allows for the possibility of more raiders to, and I've still just got my lamp on, I notice as the night is encroaching. I'll be turning it back on shortly. Alright. More stop signs, yay. Trying to remember what it was that recycled into a whole bunch. Got this red siren light, which I am probably going to get rid of. We're just gonna... Okay, I hear a helicopter. I do not have a gun or a rocket launcher. I mean, I have a shotgun, but we're gonna have to hide. He's approaching from behind us. We're just gonna get inside and wait him out, because he's probably gonna shoot at us a bunch. We'll eat these because we're a little bit hungry. And whoa, and we're inside. Okay, close the door so that the helicopter doesn't shoot us. We'll turn on our headlamp as well so we can see what we're doing. Alright, while we're waiting for that helicopter to not kill us, we're going to climb the tower and well, see what we can see for this. We've got no items there. A quick scout around the outside. It does look like we have a couple of barrels up there on those. It seems like the helicopter is not interested in killing us today. That's a good thing. We've got a regular crate up here, which is a little disappointing. We have a frequency transponder. Or RF transmitter, rather. We're going to take that down to the research bench and research it, because I do want to have radio controlled items. We'll leave that door open. And we're going to head along the wall to the next area. We're just going to start going through the hangars, I believe. I'm pretty sure that that helicopter has decided to bypass us entirely. Mainly because they probably didn't see us. And it looks like there's no entrance on the back of the hangar, which, as someone who's been around a fair number of hangars, that seems rather odd to me. And that helicopter's definitely coming in here. Alright, let's just get inside, stay inside here. I'm going to open this door so that I know that I've been through there, but then we're going to stay well away from it. I'm pretty sure that the helicopter cannot shoot through the walls of the thing, but he's certainly going to try, and he might paste us with his bullets, with his machine gun. Let's go ahead and take the... Oh. Let's get rid of the rope. This riot helmet is pretty freaking decent. There's a sheet metal there, and that's good. Let's go ahead and eat this. That's a few metal frags. There we go. I think having the stackable sheet metal item is more valuable. Got another rad suit. We are, of course, going to need to go to recycle some stuff, and I think this is going to get recycled as well. Another silencer would be nice. I don't think I can put a silencer on a shotgun. I can put a silencer on a shotgun. Hold on. Can I take it off? I can take it off of there. Does it actually make the shotgun quieter? As opposed to... It does. It actually makes the... I mean, there is such a thing as a shotgun choke, but that just reduces the spread. I'm okay with this, though. Because I... Alright. Well, we're going to come back to that crate. We want to recycle that stuff. But, man, I would not have thought that they were going to do it this... Okay, I could have come in this door. Right. We're going to go up to the front of the area and make a sprint for that, and then we're going to come back for that item. I am genuinely surprised that I can put a silencer on a shotgun. Look, for for... I mean, I suppose you could. But I don't know that... look, unless you're shooting slugs from your shotgun, I'm pretty sure that it will reduce the effectiveness of. Although a shotgun choke does reduce the spread, I'm just not sure. I'm just really not sure about the... Oh, man. Okay, I think we are out of wood on this thing, which is fine. And we're going to go ahead and recycle this because we're not going to use it. We are going to try to check. We're going to try to do that thing. We're going to do this thing here, and we're going to... let's see. So this is slightly less radiation, but it is in... Okay, it's not as good against melee, but it's better against projectile damage, which actually is really helpful versus those scientists. I'm not super worried about that. So we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to try to research the other... what's it? The RF transmitter. And then we're going to go ahead and, you know, we'll do that while that's percolating. And I want to say it's in this room. Yes, it is. Hopefully I haven't, it's only 20, but hopefully I haven't already researched it or I'll feel silly. If I have researched it, I'm just going to scrap it because I will be able to have this stuff to make it later. All right. Nope, didn't know it. So that takes the RF transmitter. Oh, and I do know how to make that as well, so that was a good choice. Tools. RF transmitter. Okay, so high quality metal and tech trash. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. I think we've got a little bit of a helicopter situation on our hands too out there. I do want to keep this. I definitely want to keep this. These are non-standard resources I want to keep. The reason being they're harder to come by. We're going to go ahead and eat some corn. That'll solve our problems. Oh, it is definitely searching. Oh, it's landed. Has it landed? Yeah, yeah. Turn off. I've got a silenced shotgun. I don't think I can take him out with that, though. All right, so this might actually be... oh, cool. I can see the moonrise actively moving. So I basically want to go back along the... I mean, not this way. I want to go the other direction. And the sunrise. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this back on. And then back off again almost immediately. Sure. Okay, so we went into one. We pretty thoroughly explored it, so we're going to run like heck for number 2. We got, what, 2, 3, and the remaining towers to explore. And that'll be the airfield for us. And that'll also be it for the stream for today. We're going to go ahead and open all these. Because I do have other stuff I want to do tonight. I've got plenty of pipes. I got another recycler over here. Now that I know that. That is handy. Now there doesn't seem to be much in here, which is, I guess, okay. Locked crates, I think you have to have a laptop, so I may start hauling those along with me. So between 2 and 3, there is nothing. I just hear that helicopter out there making me nervous. We're getting a fair amount of components here, though. This is well worth it. Alright, and gun. No. No gun. We do have a full stack of high qual now, though, so something. I can always check the top of the dome, because the dome does have... Alright, 1 second. I'm going to try to fix this. Let's see. Hey, look, task manager. There we go. Ah, there it is. Okay, I knew Discord was running in the back. And for some reason, I have some other stuff running. You guys can't see any of that, because it's on a different monitor. Okay. I'm back! There's a couple barrels out there. And now there's an actual helicopter outside. Well, actually it could be a V-22 Osprey. Which, interesting thing about those, I've called out, hey look, an Osprey. And then my wife was looking for the bird. Because she forgot where we're at and that there are V-22 Ospreys flying around here. No fault of her own. My mind just goes to a different place when I hear the word Osprey. Alright, let's just do a quick circuit up here. I don't think there's stuff on these ledges, but we're going to take a look-see for them, and we'll climb up here and see what's up. And there is a military crate gun. No, but we have got a rifle body. You're giving us a lot of that in the helicopter. No, that's definitely a V-22. They have a different sort of they have a different sort of noise that a regular helicopter does. It's hard to describe. It's a more blunt sounding pattern to their rhythm. If you've heard of V-22 Osprey, you may understand what I mean by that. Of course, if you haven't heard one, you might still understand it. I don't know. I'm not you. But my first thought when I heard that one outside was, let's hang on to that guitar. That wasn't my first thought. My first thought was that I was hearing one in the game, because I do wear some decent headphones that blocks out a lot of outside noise, and when it does that, I will forget that there are helicopter-like craft flying around. And crate, yes, it's a military crate. Gun, no, but it is another rifle body. You know, once I do find one that I can research, I am going to be able to make a bunch of rifles. In retrospect, I should probably be keeping these semi-auto bodies as well. Let's eat some more corn. And we're letting the seeds drop. I should probably go on a scavenging mission to get some more, what's it called? Pumpkins? Hey, semi-auto. Oh, speak of the devil. There we go. More tarps that I can use for... Oh, yeah, that comes up in here. No ropes, though. None of those, please. Really, I should be keeping those ropes, but... Ah, woof. Just missed it completely. Run out here, grab this. And then make our way back to our base. Well, we'll recycle some stuff first. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Okay. Well... nothing. I'm wondering about that one odd respawn there. I think we've explored all of the towers as well. Let's go ahead and do these. We're going to keep this semi-automatic rifle body. And I lied. We're going to scrap it. I'm going to regret that later. I just know. We have a bunch of these back at base. I do not need them. So we're going to scrap them down into, I want to say they become cloth or rope or something. Ha! Rope, see? Which rope is going to be more useful for us than that. Not long term, but short term it would do to have a little bit more of a stock of rope. Because it's used to make things like many of the things that I have decided to scrap. You know? Just happens that way sometimes. Alright. So we are down and out. I believe we've already checked this tower here. We're going to go ahead and check it again. I'm not 100% sure about it. Yeah, we've definitely checked that tower. But you know what? We're gonna check again because it could have respawned. I have heard tell of some crates respawning in front of people. I have my doubts, but there are people that have said that. There are also the same sort of people that have said that the hatchet and the special one rather doesn't actually do more, or doesn't do a significant amount more. The hammer also doesn't, I believe. Let's see. Let's take a look at where we need to go. All right. Yep. The hammer, I believe, also does not do an appreciable amount more. Got a tarp. We'll hang on to that one for now. It's just an inside. And we'll start heading back up the road. So that was a nice little scavenging mission. We didn't get any. We didn't get any. Oh, it's banana mask. No, it's a bandana mask. We didn't get any firearms, so I'm gonna have to revisit that. I'm rather dissatisfied with the customer service at the airfield. There was absolutely no one to help us find a firearm, nor did the staff seem particularly concerned about aiding us. So we're just going to go ahead and get the heck on out of here, and hopefully we run into some more boars or bears or something. We can use our silenced shotgun. I'll bet we can put a scope on this. Can you imagine a scoped silenced shotgun? Because I can. I wonder. I shouldn't be wasting ammo like that, but that's satisfying. Goodbye, barrel. That's such a waste. Okay, not doing it anymore. Not doing it anymore. Water bucket can be scavenged for something. Metal blades we're getting are bonkers. The water bucket I'm probably going to toss here as well because we're going to find other things that we would rather keep. Oh wow, there's a crouch hit. Like the sewing kits. Or this thing. We're going to go ahead and start using it, maybe. Animals, where are you? I need some tasty animals. I found those ones by the airfield, and I'm wondering whether they just kind of wandered over there from this area. I also wonder whether or not I should be checking out this down here for animals. We might have to do a hunting expedition where we just solely go for animals and maybe a few components here and there. It's probably going to be worthwhile, although maybe not long term. There's probably better things to do with my time, but having that extra food, corn, is having that extra food is probably good long term. We're going to start using this guy. Is literally just a mace. It is so slow. A rug. Rugs, man. Oh, huh? And I can hear the 22 spinning down out there. There's a stone quarry too. I haven't been to that. I think the next one we'll probably do is maybe the stone quarry or the water treatment plant. Done the satellite dish. There is a bit over top of the dome that I really didn't cover before. There are actually 4 military crates up there on the top, which is worth. Junkyard has a bunch of stuff. Sewer branch I'm probably going to need to check out. And the water treatment plant. I am not sure about... I know in the military tunnels there's a bunch of stuff that we don't want to have to deal with right now. We have a shotgun, but which apparently we can flip around Terminator style, but that won't be sufficient to take on what lurks in there. The silencer is great, and now I have 2 of them. I don't think I have the silencer researched, but you can bet that I'm going to research it now. Yeah, there's a lot of metal over here and sulfur. Where are all the animals? Doubtless there are going to be some people that are upset about me wanting to find, hunt, and kill and eat animals. And that's understandable. But then when you consider the nature of this game, which is survival, objecting to the killing of adorable animals becomes a little bit silly. Not silly as in you shouldn't care about it, but in the broader spectrum of things. Scheme. The word I'm looking for is scheme. Get some more cloth there. I keep passing those up because I can't pick up the seeds right now because I don't have enough room. I should probably just drop this thing. I want to say I have one that I'm researching, but... And it does 50 damage as opposed to the sword's 50 damage. It is slower. It's not bad by any stretch. I just don't prefer it for my own personal weapon. Also, it's slow as everything when I'm trying to swing it around. And you know what? We got a recycler up in here. We can recycle a couple of these things. Probably worth it. We'll keep the rope, I think. Now that we have the... Yeah, alright, we're definitely going to... We're going to have a bunch of sewing kits. Actually, we're going to recycle the sewing kits. And actually do a sweep through the train yard real quick here. because and here's why. A gun? No. But we have got a two-handed long sword? What? Oh, we'll be coming back for you. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to recycle everything in that top row minus the long sword and the wetsuit. So all of... and the high qual. So those three things. The only reason I want to keep the wetsuit, you know what? Let's go ahead and make this simple. Let's do that, huh? Let's recycle all those things. I want that two-handed sword because I don't have one yet. Is it worth me taking the time to salvage things just to fit it in there? Maybe. Also, there's this red siren that I haven't salvaged, recycled, whatever, despite repeatedly having stated that I was going to. I don't understand why. Don't ask me. I don't understand the inner workings of my own mind. And this is not the building we want either. There is, however, a military crate, which has another two-handed sword. This is two-handed sword day, apparently. What is going on? You know, can't find a rifle or a gun or anything to save my life, but I've got a couple two-handed swords waiting for me. All right, and gun? No. We did get some high qual and a freaking cathode ray timer. Oh, okay, got it. That's another form of timer. Well, you know, I'm getting some weird stuff, man, but I am not getting what I want. And you might at this point be tempted to start quoting Spice Girls music, if you can call it that. I would discourage you from doing so. Very actively discourage you from doing so. I don't remember where I found what. Not because it's not... See, it got overplayed on the radio when it was on. It wasn't horrible, but it also wasn't super fantastic, and it got overplayed, and that makes me not super enjoy things. Now there are some that are fun to sing and they're catchy and all that, but no. Let's be honest about this. There was only a couple of reasons. Well, let's see. What, like 10 reasons to watch? If you catch my drift. If you don't, I can't help you. We are going to keep a stack of this rope. It's just too good to pass up. Oh, and that. Because we do need a fair bit of rope, but we have a ton, like I said, a ton of the thread. How we're getting rope out of thread, I don't know. Don't ask me. I just work here. The way that got us metal fracs. So we could have just dropped that thing and it would have been fine. This gets us 5 and okay, so it gets us a random number of those. Hey, another spring. That's great. Let's drop down in here and grab a gun. No, but we have got a wind turbine. Hey, we will keep that. Wind turbine. Look, I'll tell you guys, I'm not super disappointed in this run anymore, simply because we got a wind turbine. We can use that to make electricity that's free. We have got solar panels, but that's not the point. We can now use wind power. I don't know how effective it is. I don't know whether it's worth doing, but I can tell you I am going to be trying to use it. There's no doubt in my mind. How big is this thing anyway? Let's see. What is it, number 5? Oh, okay. Does it have to go on a foundation or something? I bet it does. Wow, that's weird. All right, well, let's check see in here. Ooh, hey. It's time to play gun or crap. Well, it's part of a gun. I can't really say it's crap. because it's part of a gun. And in here was a two-handed sword. Hey, 75 damage. Good grief. Flesh gathering 10 or something. 50, 75. Attack rate 30, attack rate 48. So this is going to be slow as hell. Oh, that wind up. Oh, man. Oh, that's glorious. What is going on in my chat? Not the stream chat, mind you. Oh, it's a... it's a, yeah. So, my thoughts have abandoned me. Yeah, that's a glorious two-handed sword. So here's a question: what do they recycle into? There's a sword. There's a long sword. That's a recycled into 2 blades and 50 stuff. So we're gonna recycle one, and we are going to. Well, we're gonna chuck that. We're going to recycle one, and we're going to research the other. How's that sound? That sounds fair to me. Did I just skip the upstairs of this area? I don't think I did. I may have done, though. Let's see. We'll know. If there's no crate up here, we'll know I skipped it. Ah, there is a crate. Or sorry, if there is something, I'll know I skipped it. I did. And that's this, which is utterly counter, gives us come on. Recycles into 5 high qual. So could be worth it, I guess. The sword turns into 2 blades and 50. Yeah, so the high qual is worth more. We will need that more long term. So we're going to go ahead and abandon that. We're going to go ahead and keep the counter, and I wish I could say I was confident in this decision, but not so much. All right, so our base is right over there. We're just going to head homeward with our silenced shotgun. And that obviously doesn't work. Got a sheet metal. That gets us... I gotta remember this, guys. Sheet metal gets us 100 metal frags. Sadly, I think we're gonna have to eat all this corn. And that's going to rehydrate us somehow. We're going to keep that sheet metal. Guess what? I could have been doing that this whole time. Having not done so doesn't really fill me with any sort of regret whatsoever. Blueprints that I already know. Thing is, there's only a handful of blueprints that actually drop in those, and I find it odd. I am probably going to need to, at some point, modify this way things stack, because here's something I find very... Oh, there's a barrel I missed. Something I find very odd about the items that stack versus items that don't stack. What is that? Oh, it's just a guitar. Some of the items that don't stack are things like fuses. I can carry around a wind turbine. I understand why that doesn't stack. But I can carry around a bunch of big panels of sheet metal. But I can't carry a stack of... and 37 feet of rope and a whole bunch of metal fragments. But I can't carry a stack of... I can't carry a stack of the what they're called, fuses. Was where I was trying to get. Can't stack fuses. I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense, and I'm not saying that this game has to be real or even remotely realistic, because let's face it, it really isn't. You wouldn't be able to craft most of the things in the way that you do if they were going for realism. But I have to object to fuses not being stackable. That just doesn't make any sense from the perspective of, or from the viewpoint of, hey, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that stacks, but not that. I'm carrying a whole bunch of essentially knife blades and a bunch of stacks of meat and all this, but fuses, no, those can't stack. That would be terrible. And I understand people would just carry a stack of like 20 of them with them, but really that would, and I understand they're probably trying to limit the capability of people to just run in with a stack. Oh, and also key cards. Those should stack. I can guarantee you I could carry a fat stack of those a lot more easily than I can carry a bunch of these other things that they allow me to carry around. So, you know, honestly, no one from Face Punch is probably ever going to watch this, but if you do, Face Punch, why in the actual hell do fuses not stack? I know it's a gameplay thing. I get it. That's probably your answer. But I disagree. Based on everything else that stacks, ammo stacks. I mean, I'm carrying a bunch. I can carry 64 shotgun shells, for crying out loud. But I cannot carry. Oh, that's another combat knife. Flesh gathering 20. Oh, right, because I do want that. Damage. Yeah, okay, so I do want that a lot. I want it. But it just doesn't, you know, here's the thing. You don't have to make the game realistic. You don't even have to make it partially realistic. I mean, partially realistic is great, because that gives us some sense of, hey, this world is actually possible, and it lets us feel a little more at home in it. But if you're going to give me a game where I can create shotgun traps out of, oh hey, handmade sight. Ooh. Ooh. I know what we're doing here, boys. We're gonna keep that. We want to, let's see. Okay, what is the fuse? Again, here. If fuse is stacked, it wouldn't do me any good. That fuse is worth 20 scrap. This is worth 5 high qual. Right now, the high qual is not worth as much to me. I'm not really in the need for it. The scrap, on the other hand, that I can recycle this into, super useful. So I'm going to do this and upset a lot of people. Goodbye. Goodbye. Hello. Let's go. Let's go back to my base before we pick up too much other random crap. I'll be sad to see that sword go, but it's not gonna break my heart. Oh, that's that combat knife in there. We'll swing by later and get another combat knife. I would just go around carrying a combat knife, and I may start doing that, but there's just not enough inventory spaces. And that's not a huge complaint. Look at that. There's plenty of space for me to carry stuff around. Just that if I'm carrying 1,000 metal fragments, out of which I can make any manner of thing, and a whole bunch of high quality metal, because it's not a matter of weight that the fuses can't. It's got to be purely a gameplay thing. But that fuse, due to what it lets me access, can potentially be worth a lot more than some of the other components. But as to why, I could carry a bunch of metal pipes and a bunch of sheets of sheet metal and a bunch of fuel and all these other things. But again, we can't allow fuses to stack because that would break the gameplay. In reality, stacking fuses, while it would affect the gameplay, I'm sure that, well, actually, you know, given how much scrap they give, it probably would be kind of broken. That's another thing I didn't think of. Or here's an idea: have them not give scrap. Why, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and first let's ADEX zoom scope. No. All right, so let's go ahead and research this. We're gonna make a scope for our shotgun, guys. This is ludicrous, but we're gonna do it. Learn blueprint. What? I already know it. I've just wasted some scrap, people. Well, guess what? And I've tossed away a sword and chucked a hunting knife out the window. But, you know, guys, if you want to... Oh, there's a silencer. I can research that now. We're gonna research the silencer. That I know I don't have. I'll be so sad if I do. But now I have got a handmade sight. Blueprint. Okay. That's a relief that actually worked. Let's go ahead and make us a sight for our shotgun. Oh, yes. 6 high qual. I don't even care. I mean, granted, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't scrap that, but you know, hey, it's fine. It's okay. I'll be fine. Come on. It's so troublesome to have to aim down the iron sights, isn't it? Look at that. That's just so annoying. It's just, you know, why do that? Let's go ahead and put that on there. Oh, that's great. I mean, I could tell where I was aiming before, but now you have a shotgun with a freaking scope. Well, not a scope, a sight. It doesn't obstruct vision much either, which I really like. Some of these things don't really shake out well. So before the next episode, I am going to rearrange that little crafty area, but I am going to do that off stream. I would say that, oh yeah, I'm dropping this stuff off. I could have fit more tarps. Well, now I feel silly. However, I think, hey, yeah, we got more of those. All right, let's do that. I think that what I'll be doing is let's see, the next time, let's see, so tomorrow's probably going to be WoW or something else. But I think the next time we're going to try to go explore the water treatment plant or the sewer branch or something like that. Alternatively, we might go on a food hunting expedition and just see what we can see and try not to loot every freaking thing in the world, because I'll probably loot way too much. That's the shotgun trap. We also need to make ammo for that. I need to fix my screw up with the wall over there so that I can actually put a, what's it called? So that I can put a, help me out here, guys. Oh, so that I can put another couple boxes there. That's what it is. I never know. So, just finish putting this stuff away. Yeah, we got a nice little backlog of components. Backlog? That's not the word I'm looking for. Nice little pile of them anyway. Let's go ahead and put this down here. We only have 10. I thought we had more than we do. Well, we now have a bunch of pipes. I don't really need more. I am probably going to end up having boxes of components with just a whole row of each. And while it would be very, very tempting to come after me with all this stuff, I would take it as a kindness if everyone would choose not to. Not that it particularly matters, but we're going to go swap that out for the other one to research. Not to recycle, guys. No. And we'll keep our wolf helmet on us because we want that. We also want to research this windmill. Wind turbine. Sorry, guys. And we're going to hang on to that. I don't think we can make Alright, this goes in my... Yeah, there we go. I don't think we can make this, the wetsuit, out of scrap. But we'll see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Blades in there. Yeah, we got plenty of blades. I think I probably will have another thing entirely for just a row each of these. And then I will... Then, when I'm out and about, I'll just be able to either ignore them or scrap them as I see fit. We're going to put that there. And we have a bunch of high qual. We have a whole bunch. It's great. It really is. We're going to cook this up for the next session as well. Let's go see what we can actually research from our research bench. We'll do that as our closing. How about that? Little bit of, I wouldn't call it science, but a little bit of engineering to round out the day, I suppose. Call it engineering. We'll close our door for a little privacy while we work. Because there's two... Alright, so this is 250. This is 75. That's 75. Can we make the combat knife? We cannot. So we're going to research the combat knife first. Sniff, sniff. While it's doing that, let's take a look in here. We want to research the solar panel and the electric light next. So, yeah. All right. All right. We can grab. We don't have a knife there. All right. So let's just put these up here. The right helmet. We do want to research. Let's just, you know what, let's get these couple of things done. Nice. So the electric light will be very nice because we'll be able to put these kind of in a couple of select locations. We'll probably also want some kind of other lamp, but these will be nice to have. Let's go ahead and do you next. 75, and then that's 250. We'll still have... Oh, we're not going to have enough to do the wind turbine now. Oh well, too late. Yep, we're just shy. Well, anyway, could have been nice. Let's go ahead and check out what each of these is, and we will put them in order of their other research requirements. Drink some water while we're at it. This is thirsty work. Alright, so you are going to be 75. You are 75. You are 75. We don't have our third level workbench, so you go in the stack there. You'll be the first in line for those. You are 250, so you go there. You are also going to be 250, so you're going to go back behind them. You are 250 here, so you're going to go. We're going to put you here. You are 75, so you're in the right place. You are 75, so you go here. You are 250, so you are going to go there. You're 20, so we're going to research you right now, just to get you out of there. We're probably never going to wear the heavy plate helmet, but we are going to research it at some point. Yeah, you're 250. You're going to go, you're low priority as well, so we're going to put you in the back. You are 250, workbench level 2. You are 75, workbench level 2. We can research you right now. And then we'd be able to make grenades, which could be useful. I think incendiary 556 is workbench level 3. Okay, so that's okay. 250, 250, workbench level 2. 75 workbench level 2. This is 250 workbench level 2. This is workbench level 3. Yep. 250, but it's high priority. That's 75 workbench level 3. Workbench level 2, 75. So let's go ahead and do that. Workbench level 3, 250. 250, 250, 250. So this is more or less the order we want to go in. We want to go in that one, so we can make them. That. Actually, let's just go ahead and research this now. Oh, and we want to workbench 750. So here's the thing, we can, yeah, we're going to put that dead last. We don't really have a need. This is 250 workbench level 1. We'll put that even lower. That's 75 workbench level 1. We don't really have a use for that. And this is 75 workbench level 1. It's low priority. And it's low priority. These are both really low priority, so we're going to put them there. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up for today as far as the stream. We have got some things that I'm going to do off stream just to prepare. And next time we go out, it'll be either some hunting or we'll do some, getting downright claustrophobic in there. We'll do some hunting, or we'll head out to either the water treatment plant, which is just kind of up and over these mountains, or the sewer branch, which is over through the junkyard. The launch site we're going to steer clear of, and the HQM quarry we're going to steer clear of for now. The sulfur quarry and the stone quarry are fine, but the military tunnels are right there, and we don't have the stuff to go after them. So we're going to wait on that. At some point we should go up to the north and check out these abandoned supermarkets. There's probably plenty of food there. I know the harbor is decent, and this area up here, I know there is some food. That's a little ways away, so I'll probably want to try to find a closer source of harvestable food, and there may be some down in this area that I just am not aware of yet, but we'll find out all that and more the next time we stream Rust tomorrow night as well. So if that's more your speed, you can go ahead and join me then. But as always, I do appreciate everybody watching. I do hope you have a great evening, and I'll see y'all later.